Well, my name's S. Rob. This is S. Rob's Magic magazine. And I'd like to tell you something important, and that is that all of the world's religions and occult groups, well, most occult groups, want to give you the impression that they have access to things that you don't. And by that I mean they want to give you the impression that they have access to him upstairs or him downstairs, and that if you call them, they won't come. And that's simply not true. If you summon these entities, they will come. To be fair, most occultists are open about this, and a lot of occult groups are. But you do get groups that people name the Illuminati and this and that, and a lot of this is just about giving the impression that these groups have a link to entities that won't come if you call them. It's the same with the Catholic Church or any church at all. It's about giving you the impression that these entities won't come for you, that you need them as an intermediary, or that they simply have this power you don't have. And that's not true. It's the same as a lot of the impression of these organisations. It's about giving the impression of power, because they know if they give the impression they have all this power, you will act as if they do, and so they gain power. I can say that with most organisations, certainly ones that are about power. You know, the ones that are secret but not secret, everyone really knows about. Ones like that, a lot of it is about giving the impression that they have more power than they have, you know, so that you have to fall in line. But you don't have to. But the most important message is, you know, all of these different magical beings, some would call them deities, will come if you summon them with the correct method. That's not to say you'll always see them, but let's be open about this. There are churches out there and groups that have been summoning entities for decades and they've never appeared in solid form. And it's simply because they're using the wrong method. But for them, then it becomes about dressing up and all this and how you look. It becomes about this and not about the actual thing itself. Okay, it is actually about the occultism and magic. It's not about just how you dress up and stuff like this. Now, I've wrote a lot of books. At the time of recording, over 350 books on the occult. So that's a lot, yeah. And the methods do work. My name's S. Rob. You know, to find those books, it's quite simple. You put S. Rob into Google or into Amazon. It's probably a good idea. On my website, you'll see the links for that are on this video. But you know, you don't have to be in the position where you think, you know, but they have access to these beings, I don't. No, they don't. You can have access to those beings, but you have to choose to. See, if you decide not to perform rituals, not to perform any real magic, then you probably won't get access to them unless they come to visit you off their own free will, off their own volition. Okay, so you have to summon them. You still have to do things. Just watching this video won't be enough to get whichever magical beings you want around you to be around you, to get access to them, you know. You know, you have to do something. That's sort of the fairy tale version, or the sort of here all the time. And, you know, you really have to access them. You've got to summon them to gain access to them, okay? Summon these entities, summon these beings, have them around you, let them improve your life.